Start with the line tool and create an overall rectangular face 4 inches high and 16 5/8 inch long. You could also make this with the rectangle tool. I am using the keyboard to type the length values as shown in the measurements box. Pick the push-pull tool to give the block of wood a 2 3/4 inch thickness. To make the tongue on the end, pick the tape measure and come up from the bottom edge 2 inches. Then place a guideline 1/2 inch up for the thickness of the tongue. Trace over these guidelines with the line tool. Pick the push-pull tool and push back the shoulders 3/8 inch. I like to delete guidelines as soon as they have served their purpose, as they tend to clutter up the drawing very quickly. There is a rabbit on the top surface. Draw a guideline 2.5 inch back from the front edge. Trace over this guideline with a line tool and push the rabbit down 1/2 inch. Now to make the channel in the bottom edge. Place a guideline 4 1/8 inch from the front edge. Then another guideline 1 1/4 inch for the width of the channel. Place another guideline 3/8 inch up from the depth for the depth of the channel. Trace over these guidelines and push out to the back edge. You can click on the back edge to stop the push-pull. To make the 1 1/4 inch diameter hole for the vice handle grip shaft, first locate the center of the hole with 2 guidelines. One is 1 1/2 inch from the front edge, and another is 1 3/4 inch from the bottom edge. Pick the circle tool and click on the center and draw a radius of 5/8 inch. Use the push-pull tool to complete the hole. I like to have hole centers located with guide points, so I select the circle, right-click, and pick Point at Center from the menu. At the back of the workbench end is another rabbit. Locate this with 2 guidelines, trace over them, and push out the waist. On the front surface is a 1/2 inch wide groove for a tongue on the end of the workbench top. Place the guidelines, trace over the line with the line tool, and push out the depth to 3/8 inch. There is a hole in this groove for a threaded rod. Orbit around for a view of the rear face. Place guidelines to locate the center of the 3/8 inch diameter hole. Pick the circle tool, click on the center, and draw a radius 3/16 inch. Use the push-pull tool to push out the waste, but to stop the hole at the proper position, orbit around and click on the bottom face of the groove. Again, select the circle and pick point at center. Use the circle tool again to create a 1-inch diameter recess for the washer and nut. Make sure the circle tool icon is green. Hover the circle tool over the back surface and hold down the shift key to maintain the green color as you connect to the center of the hole. Push the recess to a 5/8 inch depth. That completes the building of the workbench end.